Everyone has a collection they love to collect. For some, it may be an exciting book or novel series. For others, it may be paint and paintbrushes. But for me, my collection is records, or more specifically, vinyl. Since late May of 2018, I've been collecting vinyl from several of my favorite artists, from the Beatles to Metallica. Now, I would love to show you my entire collection, but to do that in one video would take over 2 hours long, which would become a little boring. So to make it a little more watchable, I split my collection into a series, which meant that the videos would now take less than 1 hour long each. In early August 2025, I went through my entire collection to see how I would split this collection up. I decided that the best way to make these videos more watchable was split them into when I got each of them. In this video, I will be taking a look at the albums I got between January to mid-March 2023. Okay, now it's time to look at the first batch of albums I got in the year 2023. First up, it's a Queen fan favorite. This is from 1974. It's Sheer Heart Attack. And look at this. Another 2015 reissue, no synthesizers. And here's the inner sleeve. Again, with the lyrics and credits. Disc with another EMI Records label on both sides. It's stone cold crazy that I managed to find a copy of this album. Talking of which, we come to The Who's 1969 masterpiece, Tommy. Another half-speed mastered edition. So there's the Obi strip. And a fully glossy cover, which is always nice to see. There's the back. And there it is. Ugh. Okay, and this is what the full cover looks like. Yeah. So let's just take a look at this first pack here. What do we have here? We have a half-speed mastering certificate from Miles Showell. That's all these half-speed mastered editions do. There's disc 1 on track records, white die-cut inner sleeve, but no poly-lined layer, sadly. And this one has the traditional method with sides 1 and 2 on disc 1, and sides 3 and 4 on disc 2. I think originals had a different layout. If I show you, side 3 and side 4, first album to be in stereo only. And I can just pull that out. A booklet with the lyrics and illustrations to tell the story of Tommy. Go to the mirror, boy, and smash it. And this one's also numbered. I don't know if originals were like this, but mine is numbered 3,345. I thought that was kind of a cool touch. Definitely a great album from 1969. Speaking of 1969, we come on to CCR's second studio album. This is from January 69 to be exact. It's Bayou Country. I kind of like this cover design. And the reason why I decided to pick this up first is because the track listing here is kind of unique. There's only one track from this album that was featured on the Chronicle album I showed earlier, which was this track, Proud Mary. But this album has a great lineup of tracks, so I had to go for it. Again, on Fantasy Records, Born on the Bayou, and Keep on Chulin. Those are also great songs from this album. Definitely worth checking out this album. And then we jump back a year to 1968 with The Doors' third studio album. This is Waiting for the Sun. Their first album to be available in stereo only. From Elektra Records, and there's the back. And this gatefold's actually kind of cool here. You got the lyrics to the Celebration of the Lizard, which I think was going to be a part of this album, but only one section of it was completed. And the disc actually opens from in here, not out here like a regular gatefolded album would. I'll do it like that. But here's the original inner sleeve with a mustard yellow Elektra Records. Actually, this one looks a little greener, which is turning more orange at the camera. But definitely an interesting album, this one. And then lastly, from this first batch, took me a while to find, but I managed to get a hold of one. It's the Beatles' 1988 compilation album, Past Masters. Another fully laminated or glossy finish on the cover. There it is. Apple Records. Gathering up all the non-album tracks released up to that point. Anthology wasn't released by the time this album was released, so you don't get those three reunion tracks, but this is a pretty good comprehensive collection of albums. We also get this little 4-page insert, which has liner notes telling you how each of these tracks were released, and the credits. So it's kind of cool they put it on here, this insert, not as an inner sleeve, because we have polylined layered inner sleeves, which I kind of like. So, but this is actually kind of interesting, this 2012 label. They have disc 1, they have the yellow and black Parlophone label. On disc 1, they both come in white polylined inner sleeves, but disc 2 has an Apple Records label. I think the 2009 CDs also had this unique variation. Sliced Apple oddly doesn't say side 4, which is very odd. But this is definitely an album to complete your Beatles studio collection once you've gathered all the main albums. But that is a look through from my first batch of albums I got in the year 2023.